Hello, Vinci. Welcome back. It's the 1st of March, and our learning objective today is, can I draw a pictogram using the key of 5 and 10? Now, so we're really changing it up now. We did have our keys being worth 1, then our key object was worth 2. Now we're going to see if we can really challenge ourselves and it'd be worth 5 or it'd be worth 10. Okay, so let's start off with that. So, using this pictogram, help Tiny Tim fill out the table below. So, we've got a table here with the same types of vehicles: car, bus, lorry, motorcycle, car, bus, lorry, motorcycle, but we've got the missing total. And the pictogram's here to help us. Now, we need to start off by finding out what is that one dot worth. Well, it's worth 5 vehicles. So each one of those green dots is worth 5. So we're going to need to count in our 5s, either on our ruler or in our head, okay? So if I am counting on 5s, when I use my ruler, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from 0 here, and I'm going to count 5, and then that's one dot. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm on 5. That is 1 dot. I've got to count 4 dots. So that's 1. So then I need to count another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm now on 10. That is 2 dots. I now need to count another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm now on 15. That is 3 dots. I'm then going to use count another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm now on 20. That's 4 lots of 5. So my answer is 20. So I write 20 down in the car section. It's just like counting in your 5. So if you know your 5 times table, you can put 4 fingers up and you put each finger being worth 5. So you got 5, 10, 15, 20. And that's how you end up getting your answer. Now let's do the same with bus. We could start from 0 and count 5 spaces and see what answer, count 1 lot of 5 and see what answer we get to. Or we can just count in you put 1 finger up for the amount of dots, and this one's worth 5. So we go 5. So the answer for bus is 5. So I've shown you 2 ways so far. You can either put up the amount of fingers, so if it's car, there's 4 dots, and then count each one in your 5s. You could start from 0 and then make a note in your head how many 5s you've counted, and then once you've counted in 5, then counted another 5, then counted another 5, and then you've counted as many times in 5 as there are dots, then that's your answer. The third way you could do it is it's saying that each one of these is worth 5. So it's like saying that this is one group of 5. So it's like saying you've got one circle and inside you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 2 circles and inside that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 3 circles and inside that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now what you can do is you can count how many dots there are altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there were 15 lorries, okay? That's 3 different ways I've shown you there. So I'm expecting you to find the way that works best for you. If you know your 5 times tables, you can count in your 5s using your fingers. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Remember, that's if I count 5, 10, 15, 20, I've counted 4 fingers, so 4 lots of 5 is 20. If I do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5 lots of 5 is 25. The next one I showed you was using the ruler, starting at 0, counting in 5 jumps, and that's 1 lot of 5. Then you count in another 5 jumps, and that's another lot of 5. Then you count in another lot of 5, and that's another lot of 5, okay? Or you draw as many circles as there are or objects, and in each circle you put a dot for the amount the key's worth. So if the key was worth 2, for this one you'd draw 2 circles and you'd put 2 in each. But the key is not worth 2, it's worth 5. So you need to draw, for this motorcycle, you'd need to draw 2 circles, and you need to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. You count all the dots, just like you would do if you were counting your 5s. You go 5, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the answer is 10. Next one. A teacher wants to find out how many felt tip pens of each colour the class has. He collects all this information. So he goes around and he counts how many red there are, how many blue, how many green, how many yellow. Now, instead of making a pictogram where we need to put in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 shapes or objects to show that it's 1 per object. Well, our key now tells us that each object is worth 5 pens, which is fantastic, because that means what I can do is I can grab one of these triangles and make it in a bar graph, sorry, in a pictogram. And it's going up this pictogram. Instead of going across, it's going up this time. So for yellow, it says I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And because they're in groups of 5, the full gates, I can just count them in their 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I need 1 group of 5, another group of 5, another group of 5, another group of 5, and another group of 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of 5. Now my triangle is worth 5, which means I need 5 lots of 5. I need 5 triangles for yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now let's look at green. Green has got 1 full set of 5 and another full set of 5. So that's 1 5 and another 5 makes 10. So I need 2 lots of 5. Well, my triangle's worth 5 and I need 2 of them. So 1, 2. Perfect. My green's correct. Now let's work on blue. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 full groups of 5. You can tell the full gates. There isn't any left over like that. They're full gates. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 5. My triangle's worth 5, so I need 4 groups of 5. I need 4 triangles. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, have you spotted something that's wrong with my pictogram versus the other pictograms? What's wrong? My triangles are way too big. I have not made them the same size. That is not a good pictogram. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that your pictogram is exactly the same size. I think that's a better size. Let's check. Let me check. We want to get that pictogram looking fantastic. That is a better size. There we go. So now I'm ready to make it better. So I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4 blues, because there's 4 lots of 5 which make 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Now I've got red. Red is the biggest one. You've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now I'm not going to put 25 triangles because my triangles are worth 5. So how many 5s do I need to get my pictogram correct? Well, I need 1 group of 5, another group of 5, another group of 5, that's 3, another group of 5 is 4, and another group of 5, that's 5. 5 lots of 5. Well, I've got my triangle worth 5. I need 5 triangles, so I'm going to put them in now. Ooh, let me make sure that I put them in the right space in red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Absolutely spot on. Great job, everyone. I'm really impressed. Well done. Right, let's go on to the next one. Complete the chart using the tally. Complete the pictogram using the tally chart. Look how many pictograms I'm going to need to draw. I'm going to have to draw so many. Look, there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40, 50. I need to draw 50. Are you joking? Oh, hold on. No, because my key's not worth 1. Look what my key's worth. My key's worth 10 this time. So I need to make, in the black column, I need 50. But if I need 50 and I'm counting in tens, how many tens do I need? I need 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I need 5 tens. And the way that I show it on here is that if I've grouped in tens, I know that it's 5, 10. So that is one group of 10. 5, 10, that's another group of 10. 5, 10, that's another group of 10. 5, 10, that's another group of 10. And 5, 10, that's another group of 10. So how many circles do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I need 5 squares in order to make it right. So I'm going to put them on top of each other like a bit of a tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Good job. Right, let's look at the next one. We're going to be grouping in tens. So we're going to be grouping in 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10. Oh no. I haven't got another gate to make it into a 10. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 tens. So I can put 3 tens in the brown one. But I haven't got, I can put 1, 2, 3, but I've got 5 left over. What is half of 10? What is half of 10? It's 5, which is what I've got left over. 5 is half of 10, which means I need to put in half. I need to put in a half of my drawing, which is what I've got here. I've got half of one of my drawings here. So in order to make my pictogram correct, I need to do this. And you can see that is half of my drawing, isn't it? Good job. Right, next one. We're going to go back to seeing whether we can put them in as our key as being full tens. So we've done black, we've done brown, we're going to do blue now. So grouping in tens, we've got 5, 10. So that is one group of 10. So for blue, we just need one drawing of 10. Perfect. Now for white, let's try and group in our tens. 5, we can't. We've only got a 5, which means instead of it being a group of 10, it's going to be a group of 5, which is half of 10. So we need to do our half drawing for the last one. There's our half drawing. Well done. We worked that one out really well because we managed to group them in our tens to make it easier. Good job. Right, here's another pictogram of the relatives that have been called in a month. So what relatives are the people that you know in your family, people that are related to you. So you've got grandma, uncle, and cousins. Now, your key says one smiley face with a phone is 10 relatives called. So every time you see one of these, it's worth 10. How many calls were made to uncles? Oh, how many calls were made to uncles? Well, it was 10, 20, 30, 40. There were 40 calls to uncles. How many calls were made to the cousins? So here's cousins. How many calls? 10, 20, 30, oh no, we can't count this 40. Why not? What's wrong with this one? You're right, it's a half. So what is half of 10? Remember, put your fingers up. What's half of 10? Take away half. It's 5. So instead of it being 40, because there's 4 drawings, it's going to be 10, 20, 30, 5. So it's 35 calls. Spot on. Just realised that this is just rubbed out a bit, so let me just make that nice and neat. How many more times were cousins called than the grandmas? So we need to work out how many times the grandmas were called. So let's look at grandmas. Here we go. 10, 20. So they were called 20 times. The uncles were called 40 times, and the cousins were called 35 times. Now, how many more times were the cousins called than the grandmas? So what we need to do is we need to put either 20 in our head and count forward until we get to 35, or we could count from 35, we could count back to 20. Or to find the difference of something, what you can do is you can do the biggest number and you can take away the smallest number out of the two numbers that we've got. We've got these two numbers, so the biggest number is 35 there. The smallest number is 20. And if we take them away from each other, it'll tell us what the difference is, how much difference there is between 35 and 20. So if I did 35 take away 20, if I did it if I extend my page, if I did it in my tens and ones column, because I think that's going to help me. 35 take away 20. Because when I've put it like this, that's much easier. 5 take away 0 is 5. 3 take away 2 is 1. So how many more times were the cousins called? They were called 15 more times. My there is not very good. Let me write times again. 15 more times. Much better. Let's go on to the next one. This is, I think her name is Jade. I've got something in the way. Yeah, Jade's daily reading table. Complete the pictogram below. So you've got here, on Monday, she spent 20 minutes reading. On Tuesday, she spent 25 minutes reading. Wednesday, 10 minutes. Thursday, 15 minutes. Friday, 30 minutes. Saturday, 55 minutes. She had a lot of time on Saturday. And on Sunday, she read for 45 minutes. Now, we're doing the opposite now. We've been given the totals, but we need to put in the key, the pictogram. So how many times did she read on Monday? She read for 20 minutes. Now, each of our keys give us a time. For a full key, a full drawing, it's worth 10 minutes. For a half drawing, it's worth 5 minutes. Now, let me just make that back to the size it was. Perfect. So what we need to do is, how many 10s go into 20? Well, I know that we know our 10 times table, so we can count in our 10s. So how many 10s do we need? Well, we need 10, 20. So we need 20. No, we don't. We need 10, 20. So we need to get to 20. How many 10s? We need 2. So we need 2 full drawings. 1, 2. Good job. Tuesday, she read for 25 minutes. 10, 20, 30. 30 is more than 25, so we can't have 3 full ones. So we need 10, 20, 25. So that is 2.5. So we need a full 1, another full 1. So that's 2, and we need a half for 10, 20, 25. Let's do Wednesday. She read for 10 minutes. So how many full pictures do we need? 10. We need 1. On Thursday, she read for 15 minutes. So we need 10, 20. Oh, 20 is more than 15. So we need to take away a full one and put in a half. Let's check. 10, and then add 5 more for a half. 10, 15. And that's exactly what we need. Let's go to Friday now. Friday is worth 30 minutes reading. So 10, 20, 30. We need 3 full ones. That's a nice, easy one. What about Saturday? On Saturday, she read for 55 minutes. So we need 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Oh, 60 is too much. So we need to put 5 full ones in. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and we need 55. So we need a 5, which is our half. 55. Now we've got Sunday, which is worth 45 minutes. So we're going to need 5, 10, 50, sorry, 5. No, I'm counting in my 5s by accident. Make sure you're concentrating, Mr. Watkiss. 10, 20, 30, 40, and we need 45. So if we put another full one on, that becomes 50. That's too much. So we add a 5 instead. 45. Good job, everyone. Well done. Right. I think it might be your turn now. It is. It's now your turn. Challenge 1. I want you to draw a tally chart. A tally chart. Remember, the tally chart is one where you're counting like this in 5s. Now, once you've done that 5 and you've made it a full gate, you then go leave a finger space and do the next counting, making sure that it goes in 5s, okay? So you need to draw a tally chart. It says that each one of these squares or rectangles is worth 5 birds. It's worth 5 birds. So how many blackbirds were there? So you need to draw the table, and the table might look something like this. If I just get my oh no, that's the wrong one. If I get my shape pen, see whether this will work. Oh, nearly. I thought that was a perfect rectangle. Apparently not. There we go. Well done, me. So let me get my shape pen. There we go. So I've got my shape here, and this is your table. And what you'd need to do is you'd need to then get some lines, okay? And you'd then draw 3 lines going across. You do, oh sorry, no, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need 5 different lines. So you go, here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we might need, if I extend it down like this, we'll do another one further down here. 5. So there's your 5 lines, and then in each one you're going to need to do a pen. You're going to need to write in here. You're going to need to write in blackbird, and then you'd have another line going down here, splitting it up. You'd then need to write robin in here. You'd need sparrow in here. Now I'm writing it really small because I've only got a small section, but you'd be doing it much better. You'd be using your ruler like I did with my straight lines. And then after that, you'd use this, you'd check your key, you'd count how many robins there are, and then you would do your tally chart. So robins, it says 1 rectangle is worth 5 birds. So you know that there's only 1 rectangle for robins, so there is 5 as a total, which means when you're drawing a tally, you need to draw a tally of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a full gate of 5. So I've given you the answer for robin, so you've got to do the rest of them, okay? Oh, I keep pressing extend page. I didn't mean to do that. The next challenge 1, you need to use the tally chart, which is here, and you need to complete the pictogram. Now, you've got chocolate, lemon, and red velvet, and the number of children that like those different types of cakes, you've got your key, which is 1 love heart equals 5 children. Remember, each one of these is worth one group of 5, yes? So you've got each group is worth a group of 5. So how many groups of 5 do you have there? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you draw in unchocolate, you draw 4 love hearts. Right, next one. Challenge 2. You've got a pictogram below here. Now, the current pictogram shows reading as each book is worth 10 minutes. I want you to draw a pictogram now. You're going to need to make it quite big because you're going to need to work out how much they've read. So if you look at Monday, that's half a book. So what's half of 10? That's 5. What's half of what's Tuesday? You've got 10 and then a 5, so that's going to be 15. Start off by working out all of the totals. Once you've done that, are you ready? This is where it gets challenging. I want you to create another pictogram, but this time the minutes spent reading as using a key of 5. So instead of it being a key, a full book is 10, I'm going to make it so that the key is a full book equals 5. So you won't have any half books because they're all in the 5 times tables, these answers. But I want a full book to equal 5, so you need to redraw this. Okay, it's a tricky challenge, this one. And this is another challenge too. Use the pictogram to complete the true or false questions. Now you've got this as your animal and how many is on the farm, and a full star equals 10 animals. Here are your questions. Horses were the least popular animal, true or false? The number of chickens was half the number of cows seen, true or false? The amount of pigs and sheep together, so the total amount of pigs and sheep together is 70, true or false? There were 8 cows on the farm, true or false? There were 10 fewer chickens than sheep, true or false? Challenge 3. Below is a pictogram showing how many shorts were sold per day at a shop. So you can see on Monday, there was this many sold. Each one of them is worth 10, which means half is going to be worth 5. What you need to do is you need to look at these statements down here, and you're going to create the rest of the week. So you've got Monday to Thursday done for you. You're going to create Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It says on Friday, twice as many shorts were sold compared to Tuesday. So you need to find out what Tuesdays were, and then you need to draw twice as many or double the amount of shorts sold for Friday. It says 15 more shorts were sold on Saturday than Friday. So once you've done Friday, you can then work out Saturday because 15 more were sold on Saturday. So you might need a half short for that one. Then you've got twice as many shorts were sold on Sunday compared to Wednesday. So you need to figure out how many is the total for Wednesday, and you need to double it for your Sunday. And there is one more, I believe. I think this is the last one. Oh no, there's 2 more. It says Sam is drawing a pictogram to show year 2's favourite author. So you've got Julia Donaldson, Roald Dahl, David Williams, and Dick King Smith. Wrong way around. Sam says, I must draw 15 circles to show that 30 children prefer Roald Dahl. It says that one picture or one circle equals 10 children. She says I need to draw 15 circles to show 30 children prefer Roald Dahl. Is he right? Explain your answer. Sam is not right because, and then explain your answer. The extension for today, which everybody can take part in, compare the 2 pictograms. What's the same and what is different? Whose pictogram do you prefer? So this pictogram here is going instead of, and the key might be different. That might be something that you need to work out. That's everything from today. you need to tell me about what's the same, what's different, which one do you prefer, and why do you prefer it. Thank you very much, Da Vinci, for coming to this lesson. I know it's been a bit of a longer one, but it's a tricky one, this. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Goodbye.